Something about me has changed. Something about me has changed. I'm sleeping just fine without you. Didn't know I could. Something about me feels strange. Something is just not the same. I haven't been thinking about you, even when I should. All the lies that you told, I've forgiven. All the fights and whose fault I forgot. I've done all in my power to heal them, all of my scars. I'm getting good at letting go. I'm not there yet, but I know ain't no hope in holding on when I'm happier alone. I'm getting good at letting go. Ooh, 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 ooh. Something about you was off. Something about you was off, but I was too blind to see it. Too in love to know. Oh, somebody told me get lost. Somebody gave a heads up, but I just couldn't believe it. Little did I know. All the lies that you told, I've forgiven. All the fights and whose fault I forgot. I've done all in my power to heal them, all of my scars. I'm getting good at letting go. I'm not there yet, but I know ain't no hope in holding on when I'm happier alone. I'm getting good at letting go. Ooh, 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 ooh. All the lies that you told, I've forgiven. All the fights and whose fault I forgot. I've done all in my power to heal them, all of my scars. I'm getting good at letting go. I'm not there yet, but I know ain't no hope in holding on when I'm happier alone. I'm getting good at letting go. I won't get close to your heartache if you won't open your door. I'm feeling kinda lost when your mind is hiding whatever that is choking your chest. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind now I'm here by your side. So let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong. Let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. You won't get closer to me if you won't open your door. If that's what you want, then baby try to believe me when I say that you can tell me anything. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking, 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind, now I'm here by your side. So let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong. Let it all out of me. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking, 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind, now I'm here by your side. Let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong. Let it all out of me.
Show me what it's like to be circling among the clouds, because without you by my side, I would be stuck here on the ground. You're lighting up the way, I can see the road ahead of me. I won't be stumbling in the dark. Your eyes are shining like the stars. I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day, and I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you when you make that smile. I'm moving closer to you now. I can't get close enough somehow. And I was down until you saved me, until you set me free. My eyes were closed, now I see clear as day, and I just wanted to say that you can take me high. Feels like I can fly. I don't need anybody, I don't need anybody else. No one will ever take me, no one will ever take me away from you. I promise I will hold on to you. I don't know what I'd do without you. Without you. You can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. Feels like I can fly. You can take me high.
Something about me has changed. Something about me has changed. I'm sleeping just fine without you. Didn't know
Hey, 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 happy Monday to everybody. Isn't that nice music? That's Alejandro. Gracias por la música, Alejandro. Me gusta mucho. Muy suave, tranquila. All right, so today we are talking about why do I expect the worst? um, have you noticed how your mind seems to skip right past the neutral outcome? It's all the way over there, right? It goes right all the way over there on the worst case scenario. You send a text, they don't reply. You like, they must be upset with me. You feel a sensation in your body, but something must be wrong, right? You imagine the future and you say it probably won't work out. And if you do this, I want you to start with something important. Just know this: there's nothing wrong with you. Okay? Expecting the worst is not a character flaw, it's not pessimism, it's not a lack of faith or positive thinking. More often, it's a protective strategy, one that your nervous system learned a very long time ago. And we're going to talk about it. So today we're going to explore why your mind goes there automatically to the worst case scenario. And people say, well, being so dramatic, why are you doing that? We're going to learn how the nervous system drives that worst case thinking. We're going to learn the difference between intuition and fear. We're also going to learn why thinking positively often does not work. Now that's different, right? Coming from me to you. And also how to gently shift this pattern from there to here. We want to be kind of neutral as far as outcomes and the future, because we don't know the future, without forcing yourself to be like painfully optimistic or falsely optimistic, we'll say. Okay. So this episode is not about convincing yourself that everything will be okay. I think that's strange to come from me, right? Even people in my personal life know that I'm a very positive person. However, this is a whole different situation. It's about helping your body feel safe enough to stop scanning for danger. Okay. But if you're new here, my name is Karen Marinez. I'm an emotional wellness coach. I help the exhausted woman to heal her inner child and find peace. In order to feel good in the present, we have to go back, but just take a look. We don't go back and stay. We have to go back to our childhoods and see where it all began. But I hold your hand as we look back briefly together and explore what happened to you, whether intentionally or unintentionally, and then help you figure out how that affects you even today. If you've returned, you've been here before, welcome back. Please say hi in the chat. If you're on your couch, you're like, I ain't paying no attention to Karen, I'm just chilling on the couch watching. Just pick up your phone and put a hi in the chat, please. We love to know that you're here. If you don't get in the chat, I don't know you're here. All right, just drop a hi or a smiley face. All right. And if you're watching this later on, please also say hi in the chat if you can. Okay. So I see people are jumping in. I'll say hi to you all in a bit, but let's get started. So last week, a viewer wrote in to my email address, karenmcoach@gmail.com. You're welcome to send me questions. I welcome them. And this was her question. I addressed it briefly last week. She said, Karen, what makes people successful or not in changing this what if thinking? Is it willpower? Is it diligence? Is it a support network? Is it medication if it's rooted in physical imbalances? I thought that was a really open, very wide, broad question. So I wanted to devote some time today to this question. And here's the thing, at a biological level, when we're talking about always expecting the worst, at a biological level, your brain has one primary job. You know what that is? Keeping you alive. So the nervous system is very aware of danger. So we have the brain and then the nervous system. So because the nervous system says, the brain says, I want to keep her alive or him alive. Elvin's here. Hey, Elvin. The nervous system says, okay, but there's danger out there. And so the brain develops a bias. It pays more attention to what could go wrong than what could go right. And it's called a negativity bias. It's universal. I did some research, very interesting. The negativity bias is a psychological tendency to give more weight, attention, and memory to negative experiences, emotions, or information, more attention to those than to positive experiences. Today, it manifests like maybe you dwell on past mistakes. It's in a loop. You can't stop it. It magnifies negative feedback. Oh, somebody said they didn't like that color lipstick on me. And despite the 10 people that said they liked it, one person said they didn't like it, and now you're self conscious. I don't know if I should wear it again. All the things. And expecting the worst. So it's called a negativity bias. The brain leans towards, gives more weight to negative things that have happened in our lives, negative emotions or experiences, and we've all had them. Some very tragic negative experiences, right? So for some people, this bias, though, we all have it because it's really a protection. If we were not aware of danger, we would walk in front of a car. We wouldn't do safety measures, put our seatbelt on, right? When we get in, we would take a knife and do whatever, or we wouldn't be careful with knives and scissors, right? We have to be aware of danger. That's a protection. But some people, that bias is turned way up. So we all have a negative bias. We all have a thing in our brain saying, be aware, my mom and I would, when we would leave out, she'd be aware of your surroundings. That's what she would say. Because be aware, the world could be a dangerous place. But it doesn't mean you're going to have a negative experience that particular day. So people that have their negative bias turned all the way up, like it's fine-tuned, instead of thinking, well, this could go either way when they're looking at a situation. Their brain says, let's prepare for the worst. But here's the point. So we're not caught off guard. It's trying to protect you from negative experiences that happened in the past, perhaps where you were caught off guard and oh no, we're not going to let this happen again. But worst case thinking is often the mind saying, if I expect pain, maybe it won't hurt so much. Unfortunately, that's not true. Unfortunately, even if we expect the pain, it still hurts when it comes, right? If you hate being, punched with a needle, you got your eyes closed, you're preparing. Even still, when it pricks you, you're gonna jump because it's still gonna hurt, no matter how much you prepared yourself the week before and went over all the scenarios in your brain of, I got to go to the dentist. It's still gonna be uncomfortable. However, I would like for you to think about this. Working ourselves up and thinking the worst and preparing ourselves, though we understand it, it's not beneficial, because think about this logically. It usually hurts more because we've lived the pain in advance. And then if what we feared does happen, if we feared what would happen does happen, then you live it again. So you live it twice. And that's not good. But we understand why. The nervous system saying there's danger, look, be on the lookout. Let's prepare so that we don't have to feel that level of pain anymore. Okay, let me just say hi, because I see the chat is jumping. My Elvin is in the back. Hey, Elvin. Leah, Itza, Audie's, Tiff, Marion. Hey, you made it. Lily, Candida, Drea. Hey, PJ, Mel. Hi, Mel. You're new, Mel? Mel 58811. And we have Annie, we have Kiara and Q, my niece and my grandnephew, and Reignite Your Radiance. Hey, I have my phone here. I said, but I'm going to try something different. Instead of doing like this, but I'm still doing, but at least it's towards the screen. I don't know. I have my phone right here. Yeah, we'll see. So here we go. Many people who expect the worst grew up in environments um, that were emotionally unpredictable. I want to see if you resonate with this. Hey, Melly. Mucho gusto. Emotionally unpredictable, meaning the caregivers, when they walk through that door, one look, and you're like, oh, it's not going to be a good night. You just never know. Or everybody be sitting around the table, everything seems fine, and then boom, one person says something and it sets up, and all of a sudden, a very beautiful, safe, seemingly safe environment around food becomes a big fiasco. So, emotionally unpredictable. I don't know what mom is going to be like today. I don't know what daddy is feeling today. He may be okay. He may not. He may treat me nice. He may not. That's emotional unpredictability. It feels very unsafe. You perhaps went through a chronically stressful circumstance or in the environment in your home growing up, chronically stressful. Whether it was knockdown, drag out drama, or your caretakers or parents were chronically stressed from work, this, that, and that's what you felt all the time because as a child you absorb your environment. Perhaps in your environment they were critical or dismissive of you. No matter what you had on, there's a negative comment about it. You gain a few pounds, they call that out. Or you're there, you bring up a concern, mommy, daddy, this, and this, and they're too busy on their phone or whatever. They're too busy for you. Or they're getting dressed, heading out to the party. Work it out. I don't care. I'm out the door. Or you were required to stay alert to other people's moods. Again, I need to sniff. I need to look. The door is opening. Here comes daddy. What mood is he in? And all of that makes us very insecure. If you had to read the room to stay safe, this is what your nervous system learned. Anticipation keeps me protected because I need to sniff him out. From here, he walks in the door. What's daddy's mood? Oh, I need to go hide. A look, a frown, something he says, the body language. When you have to anticipate the mood, the temperature in the room emotionally, your nervous system said that you have to do that to keep you protected. So expecting the worst may have helped you to avoid disappointment, because if I just saw dad walking and I know he's in a bad mood, I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to go hide in my room. It helps you prepare for emotional fallout. He gives you a look, you're like, oh, I know he's gonna attack me today. There's gonna be something he finds fault with me today, but you can prepare for it, quote unquote. Or stay one step ahead of the chaos. You see mom, she's about to have a breakdown. You're like, oh boy, all right, let me try to fix this. Right? It's to protect you. So instead of saying, why do I always think this way? Why do I always expect the way? Why am I such a pessimist? A more compassionate question for yourself would be, when did this way of thinking start protecting me? Can you, if you're taking notes, please write that down. This is when did this way of thinking start protecting me? Because it's all about your body trying to protect itself from the things that you've experienced. It's not fantasy. We wouldn't fantasize about this kind of stuff. It's a nightmare. It's a bad dream. And we don't want it to happen again, or we have to protect ourselves from it happening and catching us off guard. And so, right? So this reframes the worst case thinking as not you being broken, but adapting. Isn't that much more compassionate, love? You're not broken. You're not hopeless. You learned as a child. And I want you to tell people, like, why do you think the worst? You know what I learned as a child? I learned to be adaptive. I had to adapt to whatever my parents' moods were, whatever the stress level in the house was, whatever absence there was of the parents. I had to adapt to that. So my nervous system makes me think this way. How y'all like that? Give me a thumbs up if you like that, if that's more compassionate to you. Let me see. Oh my goodness, Melanie. Hey, Melly. Oh, what are you say quién eres? Hey. It just says I'm a professional sniffer. Yes. And now my nervous system automatically there's something blocking, something with everyone without me noticing. Yeah, you sniff them out. You're trying to protect yourself. PJ, yeah, I'm getting thumbs up. We want to look at ourselves much more compassionately. Yep, I'm getting hearts. I'm not broken. And I want you to tell yourself this when you're like, why am I doing this? I'm not broken. I've adapted. This is how I learned how to survive. And it's okay. All right. So let's talk about anxiety versus intuition. A common question people ask is, but what if I'm just being realistic? Okay, that's a good question. So here's the difference. There's intuition, or like that sixth sense, especially as women that we have. Women have said that. I don't know, something about I was coming out of the mall and going to my car and something told me to turn back around and go back in. I just felt something and then they did that, and later they on the news a guy got a woman in that same parking lot and kidnapped her or something. I've seen those things. So we have this intuition, this thing where we can feel certain things. So we want to differentiate between that, which is a protection as well, compared to anxiety-based anticipation. So intuition is calm, clear, brief, because it's a feeling. It's very quick. Have you ever, and children too, they just don't feel comfortable with certain people. Parents, please be aware of that and keep your children away from them. Children are very trusting, but once they can't trust or something in them says, then that's our jobs as parents to protect them. So it's intuition is calm, it's clear, it's brief, and it's grounded in the present. It's right. It's not, I think in 10 days. No, it's right now. I'm about to walk out of the mall. I came out and I don't know. I just got a feeling I'm going back in. Okay. And I'll come out when the crowd comes out. I just have a feeling. Anxiety-based anticipation is very different. It's urgent. It's repetitive. The thoughts back to back. It's catastrophic. It thinks the worst. And it's focused on control. I gotta. Okay, you see the difference? Intuition compared to anxiety-based anticipation. So worst case thinking doesn't feel neutral. We want to stay here because we'll be more grounded, more calm. We're in the present. We're today, February 2nd. Can you all believe we're in February already? February 2nd. I'm here now. I'm not 10 days or 2 weeks or a month. No. Right here, right now. When we think the worst, it feels tight because we're like, it's rushed, it's heavy in our body. That's your clue that, okay, this is anxiety. Because the body often knows before the mind does. Our bodies are so in tune. Our bodies are brilliant. I see a lot of thumbs up. So y'all like that, right? Let's be more compassionate with ourselves. LV says, excellent explanation of anxiety and intuition. We could see the difference, right? So we love being intuitive, being able to feel and see. But the anxiety, we don't enjoy that. We don't. Another word for intuition is that gut feeling. And let's just pause for a moment because I have learned, Karen, listen to that gut. In the past, I would push it to the side. No, it's gonna be okay. He's all right. She's good. And boy, did I pay big. Whenever I have not listened to my gut feeling, my intuition, doesn't go well. The body knows, even with people, circumstances, jobs, whatever the thing. Let's listen to our bodies. But when the body is giving into a neutral, calm, in the present gut feeling. And let's teach our children to respect and pay attention to it as well. Have you ever fallen in love with a guy and everything in you is saying, don't do this, and you just go for it and you pay later? Or you've taken a job, it was just something on that interview, that question they asked, or that person, you take the job and and what do we say? I knew it, but we didn't listen to it. That's intuition. Okay, that's just a side point. All right, so let's talk about positive thinking. Some people say, you know what? Let me just tell myself everything's going to be fine. Just think positive. Don't be so negative. But here's the problem with that. LV says, yeah, that gut, I know. Yep. Here's the problem with being excessively positive, I guess fake positive. Your your body says, you're asking me to relax in a world that still feels dangerous. And then now there's an internal conflict and then perhaps more anxiety. So regulation doesn't come from better thoughts, because picture our nervous system like wild all over the place. If I go out, something bad is going to happen. I got to keep my kids safe. The world is not like, we can just go on and on. So we need to regulate. We want to regulate our nervous systems, meaning in the present, more calm, more centered. It doesn't come from better thoughts. It comes from feeling safe. How do we do that? How do we gently shift the pattern to feeling safe? Here it goes. So instead of jumping from the worst case scenario to the best case, well, no, it's going to be this, this, and this, and we really don't feel it. We're faking. There are people who think positively, and they would never think they know that's possible, but they don't linger on it because it's probably going to work out. That's how a positive person thinks. But if you don't really think that way, by saying those, it's not necessarily going to help you. I think it's different from positive affirmations. This is like trying to trick your body, and your body's like, you're trying to tell me you're safe, and it's not safe. So instead of jumping from worst case to best case, how about we just try to meet in the middle? Again, neutral ground. Okay? Here are some helpful questions to ask yourself. When we're thinking the worst case, how about we think, well, what also is possible? Here's another one. What do I know for sure right now? Because all we know is right now. I'm here with you. In New York, it's 8:24 p.m. It's February 2nd, 2026. I'm happy to have you here. We're a beautiful group. We're connecting. I love being live with you because here we are and we chat, but I don't know what's going to happen when I turn off, when I finish. And if I allow my mind to go there, I could think of all the work. But what's happening right now? This is beautiful. What do I know for sure right now? That I'm having a blast with you all. We're happy. We're enjoying an interchange of thoughts and ideas. So what do I know for sure right now? This is to bring you from that worst case to the middle, to neutral. Here's another question. Is this a memory, or is this happening right now? Because when that bias is up, that negativity bias, is because we've had tragedy, perhaps very hard things happen in our past, in our childhoods, and we know that really bad things are possible. Or we watch the news on loop and we see what's going on in the world, and it's like, right? But is this happening in my life right now, or is it happening in the world? Because you say, yeah, this is happening right now. Okay, but is it happening in my world right now? My world, here in my house. I can only control what's going on here. So those are three really good questions. And then bring it into the body, because this body is very hyper aware. You could slow your exhale, pull in, and then real slow. Just to, you know how somebody is going hysterical? Maybe something really bad happens. I don't want to say it, name it, but and they're and you grab them. Why do you and they'll right there, and then you can see they're getting calmer because they're slowing down the breathing. So you can do that to yourself. Slow down your exhale. You can notice, oh, my jaw is clenched. Unclench your jaw. Our body does things when we're somewhere that we're not supposed to be besides the present. And we need to say, okay, wait. Unclench your jaw, and then pay attention to your feet. Feel your feet on the ground. Maybe move them. Wiggle your toes. Like, okay, that's to bring you back here to the present. Now it's 8:26 p.m. here, now. Not there and not back there. So you're not arguing with your mind. Like, no, we're going to think the best. And meanwhile, your mind is like, no, I want to think the worst. You're just reassuring your nervous system right here, right now. All is well in my world. I'm healthy, I'm good. Some of you may be expecting to take medical exams in the next weeks to come. And boy, can the mind go. Oh, it can go to the worst. But again, right here, right now, I'm still able to take care of myself. I have my appetite, I ate. Some of you may be expecting layoffs on your jobs, right? But right here, right now, I'm working. I was able to fill my refrigerator, right? I paid my bills, paid the mortgage, paid the rent for this month. Bring it back to now. So the goal is not to stop thoughts. It's to help your body learn. I can handle uncertainty because our next second is uncertain. Nobody knows the future. I can handle uncertainty without bracing for disaster. There's a big difference. Yeah, I'm uncertain. I go out to wait for the bus. The app says it's supposed to come in 10 minutes. I go out there, but there's a delay. It doesn't come for a half hour. It's uncertain exactly what time the bus is going to come. But I don't have to brace for the disaster that when I get on the bus, something terrible is going to happen. And you see, and notice that I can handle uncertainty. But give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can handle uncertainty, because we can. I think we diminish our abilities. We think we're incapable, but that's not true at all. LB said the gut knows. CL, I'm trying to keep you all anonymous. I say the names and yeah, I stay prayerful. I don't trust my own feelings. My nervous system is damaged and my whole life has been unpredictable. But CL, can you handle unpredictability, uncertainties? Give me a thumbs up if you can. AN says like that. Regulation doesn't, oh, she likes that. Regulation doesn't come from better thoughts, but from feeling safe. I've heard, there's the word, thank you, excessive positivity, or yes, toxic positivity, because it does more harm than good. That was the expression I was looking for, toxic positivity. It's nice if we can be positive, but toxic positivity is fake, and we don't want to be fake. Yeah, I'm seeing hearts and thumbs up. Of course, I can handle uncertainty. I'm grown. You think back to anything uncertain that happened in the last week. I can handle it. But I don't have to brace myself for disaster and walk around like this, a nervous wreck all the time. No. We're calm. If and when it happens, we're capable of dealing with it, of handling it. Think back to the past. You've done it in the past. Right? Haven't you done that in the past? So let's try to develop a new relationship with uncertainty. A new relationship with uncertainty. We've learned to fear it. We've learned to hate uncertainty because we want to be in control of everything. If you expect the worst, it doesn't mean you're negative. Remember, it means you're protective. So next time somebody says, you negative things, I'm protective and I'm protecting myself. But protection can be softened. All right. It doesn't have to be protection like this. It could be protection like this. How do we feel when we're in a big event and there's security and police around? I feel good. I feel protected walking in. I feel safe because if something breaks out, they're on hand. They're there to handle it. But will you notice the cops say, well, they're not like this? And they're going to go into the day. Firemen don't walk around like this. Firemen, they're like the heroes of every community. You wave to them on that truck, as long as it's not an emergency, they wave back. They're highly respected, even though, and that's why studies have shown they have you talk about an uncertainty, working in uncertainty all the time, but they have less stress levels than other jobs because they're so respected in the community. It's very interesting, just the way the community views them because they save lives. But they walk around calm and you talk to firemen, they're in the firehouse, they do like 48 hours, 20, all round the clock shifts, and they cook together. They have like a brotherhood thing and they hang out. They're not like this in the fire department because there might not be a fire for a whole month, maybe, in their department, right? So I say that so we could view what protection can be. Protection doesn't have to be like, it can be softened. So we're not negative, we're protecting ourselves, but can we soften that level of protection? Can we do that? Healing doesn't ask you to trust blindly. We never should trust blindly, but it asks you to notice when you're safe enough. This is where we're getting at. When do you feel safe enough? And so you don't need certainty to live fully because we can't have certainty. There are only some things we could be certain about, but most things we can't. But we need regulation to live fully, where we can regulate our nervous system that's like this, super hyper vigilant. We're like, we're good. This is good enough. I'm in my home. I'm with my people. Now it's 8:33 p.m. here in New York. My doors are locked. My heat is on. My mom is here. She's tucked away. Elvin's in the back. We're safe. The house is quiet. My neighbors are upstairs. They're wonderful people, right? All the things that are safe enough. And we can live fully, not live in fear, not thinking the worst. We can enjoy life. We're going to talk a little bit about more what regulation means. AM says, I know I'm capable, but learning to handle the uncertainty. Very nice. And CL says, stress is increasing in people's lives. Yes, some around me. That's it, not getting the emotional and the mental help needed. I have to deal with it. Getting help myself, learning to handle it. There you go. We can't control anything or not many things and definitely not anybody around us, but we can control ourselves. So you being here is a form of self-care because you're like, I want to learn. I want to get this so that I can do better. CL says prayer helps her to feel safer. That's it. Watched over by her creator. That's right. Safe enough because we live in a very uncertain world. Okay, so let's talk about what regulation actually means because we use that word. It's your body's ability to return to a sense of steadiness after being activated. So it's like you're jogging, right? Or you're running, you're racing, and then you stop and you're huffing, you're puffing, right? Ha, 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 to finally you're breathing normal again. So Regulation isn't not ever getting anxious, because that's an emotion. It's not always feeling calm. We get riled up, we get angry, those are emotions. We get sad, we may worry some, but being able to move through the stress without getting stuck there, that's regulation. Because just like running, you're not going to run for the rest of your life. You're going to eventually stop. Even in a marathon, you're going to run and then you're going to stop. Then they eat and, they hydrate and all that stuff. Regulating. Okay. So when someone says, you don't need safety, you need regulation, what they're really pointing to is the truth. The world cannot be made perfectly safe right now, but your nervous system can learn how to settle even when things are uncertain. The job is uncertain. A marriage is falling apart. Health concerns. Safety in your neighborhood. Whatever the thing. Safety is external. Regulation is an internal thing. So I can't control the level of safety. I feel safe enough right now, but I can control what's going on in here. I can learn to regulate. Okay, it's internal. What does dysregulation look like? Here are some examples. Dysregulation might sound like, I can't relax until I know how this ends. Well, if you're going through a divorce that's going to last months, maybe years, that's not good. I feel on edge and I don't know why. That's dysregulation. My mind won't stop running. Worst case scenarios. That's dysregulated because it's out of control. I'm exhausted, but I'm wired. You want to go to sleep 2 a.m. and your eyes are wide open because your mind is going. That's anxiety. I know I'm safe, but my body doesn't believe it. The body and the mind are doing what they want to do. So that's not a thinking problem. It's not just here. It's our nervous system stuck in anticipation of what could happen, the worst case scenarios. You see that? That's dysregulation. What does regulation look like? It sounds like this. I'm anxious. Look, we're human. I've heard of layoffs on my job. Of course I'm going to be anxious. I'm anxious and I can stay present anyway. I have to. I'm over here. I bring it back. I just keep. I'm in control. I can stay present even though I'm concerned. I'm anxious about this job thing. Tomorrow I go in. Are they gonna call me into the office and tell me it's my last day? Uh, Regulations said this is uncomfortable, but I'm not in danger. Maybe I'm on the train here in New York City, right? And someone comes on fighting, or a homeless person comes on the train and they're talking to themselves. They may be harmless, most of them are. When I realize, oh, he just went and sat over there and he's fallen asleep, or he's eating his breakfast, it may be uncomfortable, maybe unsightly, maybe there's a bad smell, but I'm not in danger. You see the difference? And next stop, I jump up. I'm entitled, but I could still say this is uncomfortable, but I'm not in danger. I don't have to jump up and make a whole scene. And the next stop, if I'm that uncomfortable, I can get off and get onto the next car, right? Regulated, calm, because he's not even paying me any attention. I'm not in danger. What about this one? This is a really good one. I don't need to solve this right now. Maybe we do have the means to solve it, but I don't have to do it right now. I need to eat. Have you done that? You've been worried about something, you've been anxious, and you say, oh my goodness, it's 4:00 p.m. I have not eaten all day. Or it's 6:00 p.m. I didn't eat. No. Because you had to get, no. Okay, I'm going to solve this. I'm going to work on this. But right now, I need to feed myself. Oh, I need to go to the bathroom. I need to drink. I need to hydrate myself. A wonderful thing has happened. A friend is coming to visit. I'm going to put this on hold. I can solve it, but it doesn't have to be done right now. I'm going to enjoy her company. because life is precious and fragile. And then when she leaves, and I'm going to be totally present with her and enjoy her. And then when she leaves, I'm going to solve it. It doesn't have to be done right now. That's regulation of ourselves. What about I can feel my feet, my breath at this moment? Those feet, it reminds us, hey, I'm still standing, I'm here. And even figuratively, when you put your feet on the ground, put your feet on the ground. I'm sitting on this chair. My feet are on the ground. I have my comfy slippers on. Um, there, the chair is supporting me. My ab and core muscles are supporting me. Like my mom, hers aren't so good. So if I sit her, she says we have to give her things to hold her up. But my core is good, and and the floor beneath me is holding me up. I'm supported right here, right now. And then I have you all, right? So being in the present, when we feel our feet, think about that. I'm on solid ground. This floor is supporting me. My feet, wiggle the toes. I'm alive. I'm here right now, right now. Stay in the presence. And your thoughts may still be all over the place, but your body just won't panic about them. And you'll feel the difference. You said, but yeah, the body mind connection, yes. But we can do things to help our body to get regulated. Deep, deep belly breathing, the diaphragmatic breathing, the feet on the ground, wiggle the toes, distract ourselves with something else. Fortunately, the brain can't focus on more than one thing at the same time, so that's a protection. So safety seeking sometimes can keep us stuck because we're looking for safety. So some people think, well, once I feel safe, then I'll relax. But the nervous system often works the opposite way and says, once I relax, I'll realize I'm safe enough. So if you wait for certainty, reassurance, or perfect conditions, you may never get regulated. It may never develop. That's why reassurance only helps temporarily. You need to convince yourself, I'm safe enough. I'm good. This is good. All right. Let me just read some more. LV says, I don't need to solve this problem right now. Love it. Nice. CL, any type of physical health issue makes anxiety worse if left untreated. Yeah, because it shoots the worry and anxiety shoots the cortisol levels up, and it's not good. TB says, good point. I can solve it later. Life is precious. Enjoy the moment. Yes, and especially you parents, oh, with your children. I can solve it later. My baby wants to say something to me. I need to give him or her a hug. I need to be present. He wants me to watch this TV program with me. It's a half hour. I'll get to the bills later. Okay, baby, come on, 30 minutes. You got me all to yourself. Give your child the attention they so need, require, and deserve. And especially if you were dismissed and ignored as a child, be extra intentional to not do that because you know what that feels like. Don't make the same mistake. Do to your child what you want it done to you. Do the opposite. If you were treated bad, don't do it to your baby. Do the opposite. Okay. Yeah, let's stay in the moment and enjoy the moment. That little boy, my nephew, he's 12 and a half. Soon he's gonna be 18. Right? So let's cherish them and enjoy the moments. Okay, here's some concrete examples of regulation in real life. We're going to wrap it up. Here's one example. You text somebody, they didn't answer. So when you're looking for safety, you reread the message. Well, maybe it's the way I said it, right? Some of you are laughing because I know you've done this. And maybe that's why he or she didn't respond because you're assuming that they're whatchamacallit, they're offended by what you said. Or you assume rejection. I asked her to meet me for a coffee date and she didn't answer. She probably doesn't want to even hang out with me. Or you check your phone, then 5 minutes again, because the person didn't respond to it. You're looking for safety. Here's how to regulate. Pay attention to your body. Oh yeah, my chest is tight. slow your exhale. Call it. This is anticipation. It's not danger. I'm anticipating the worst, but the fact that they didn't answer my text, I'm fine. There's no danger. And bring attention back to the room that you're in. I see a light. I see a lamp. I'm sitting on the chair. Okay. The situation didn't change. Your relationship to it did. Your interpretation of the situation changed. You're still fine sitting here. Now it's 8:46 p.m. in New York time, and we're still safe and fine. Everything is, but this person didn't respond to you. Okay. Okay, no. It's gonna be okay. Okay. Danielle says, and see, I called you out. Called you out, but here it is. Nice, do the opposite. Yeah, for the parents, yes. CL has neurologist prescribed magnesium intake before going to bed. It's helped her nervous system. Yes, magnesium is very good for calming us down. All right, here's the example 2. Waiting for bad news. Ooh, it's hard, especially if it's something medical, right? Or like a job or something. So safety seeking, you mentally rehearse the worst case scenarios, the worst case outcomes. I know I'm really sick. I may not have, but right, we can go on. Or we try to prepare emotionally. So we mentally rehearse, when I see the doctor, this is what I'm going to say, and da 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 da. And that keeps us hyped up. And but regulation is, I don't know what the future's going to bring, but I'll sit in that. I'll let my body feel it. I'm not going to break by feeling uncertainty. I've felt uncertainty before. I don't have to resolve it. I can't resolve. What can I do? I'll wait till I get my test. Then I'll wait for the results. The best thing I could do is stay as calm as possible. You're human. You're entitled to, but as calm as, I'm not going to Google all the worst case. No, 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 no. I can't resolve. I'm just going to let my body sit and feel the uncertainty. It's okay. Again, ground yourself through sensation. Your feet, wiggle those toes, feel the ground beneath you. Breathe in and breathe out. Your temperature as it comes in and out, is it cooler coming out? All those things, the deep breathing, it helps. And remind yourself, I don't have to live the future right now. The future will be there waiting for me. I need to live in the present. So this is a huge one for chronic worriers. I used to be a chronic, poor Karen back in the day. I used to worry. And my friends who, Jasmine, hey girl, good to have you. My friends from the past, I would when we were in our early 20s, I'd be like, where are we going to be in 5 years? That was with anticipation and excitement. But then way from teenage years on up, I was a worry wart. And for those that are chronic worriers, think about it. All the things, like I think about all the things I've been through, nothing has broke me nothing has broke me yet. We're strong, we're whole, we're capable, we can face anything. And I want you to think about the things you worried about 10, 15 years ago. Did any of them, like really worried, lost sleep, I used to cry, none of those things in my life personally have come true. Not the worst. And it feels good to say that. So reflect on that, because we only work ourselves up. Cortisol from the stress, and that cortisol wreaks havoc on our bodies. Here's another example. You're feeling calm and then you're suddenly anxious. Safety seeking is something must be wrong, and you scan for threats. But regulations recognize that calm may feel unfamiliar. You're not comfortable feeling calm. And so you feel anxious when you feel calm. Stay with the ease instead of bracing up. Remember the firemen? Even when they were EMT, when they walk into a house, oh my goodness, serious situation. I remember with my dad, several times they came in and he was like, because he was very ill, and they got him together and they got the thing in in the here, the vein here, and they're doing, and the pulse, and the this, and the that, and they get him, and where he opens his eyes, and then they get him in the chair, and and they're working together like, wow, impressive. They keep it together. We need that. That gives us reassurance. If they were and hysterical, be like, look, go, I'll take them to the emergency room. You not helping us, right? The situation. They come in, they handle it. So we can be attentive with ease instead of bracing ourselves for the worst. This is what bracing ourselves, and the eyes, and the nervousness, and the pacing. Mm-mm. Let the body learn. Nothing bad is happening right now. Now it's 8:51 p.m. Nothing bad is happening right now. It's all good right now. That's how regulation actually grows. It's a process. You have to remind yourself that all is well right now. That is my favorite mantra, positive affirmation. All is well in my world. I love it because it reminds me, yeah, in my world, all is well. I even have a glass full of water right here. Like, all is well. However, regulation is not control. We can't control a whole lot of things. Regulation also is not forcing calm. It's not talking yourself out of fear. It's not being positive. What is it? Toxic positivity. It's not shutting emotions down. No, we let our emotions flow. They're messengers. They're giving us a sign. They're telling us what's going on. Regulation is allowing activation without escalation. You can be activated, alert, on guard, aware, without being up here, all the way down there. It's setting boundaries with yourself. Only we can do this. Okay, it's staying with the body instead of abandoning it to the mind, letting the mind just run wild, because that mind can take you places, right? You don't even want to be. You find yourself there. And fortunately, we may never be in those places because the mind can go, it can pull up some worst case scenarios to shock us. It goes there. It goes to the absolute worst, and we don't want that. Okay, so regulation is learned in small neutral moments, pausing before reacting, feeling your feet while you're talking, wiggle those toes, right? Slowing the exhale when nothing is wrong. Everything's okay. A school bus was late, but we're safe. Okay, it's all right. I can be on high alert. This isn't fair. This isn't good. My child's going to get to school late, or the child is worried, but they're coming. We called, okay, they're coming. We can't control because of the snow, but they're coming. All right, we're just going to sit, or baby, go back to sleep. I'll wake you up when they come because they're going to be like an hour late. Nothing we could do about it, but we can prance and get all out of control and right? Slow it down. And letting ease last a few seconds longer. Because some of us, we're so used to not being at ease that ease is like, you're like, what's going on? So this teaches the nervous system, I don't need danger to be present to stay alert. I'm alert. I'm aware. I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm calm. I'm at ease because right now I'm good. I'm safe. Okay, so when anxiety shows up, try this internally. My body isn't asking for certainty, it's asking for support. And give it that support. That's regulation. The breathing, whatever, the getting up, walking somewhere, distracting yourself. You like to knit, do some knitting, do something, play a game on your phone, relax, get a book, read, and chill. Okay, so let's end this with a gentle reminder. I can meet the future as it comes. I don't have to suffer in advance. If it happens and it is the worst case scenario, we'll suffer it. Then we don't need to suffer it now. And when it comes, that's a double whammy. Why do that to ourselves? It's not fair. All right. I'm going to look real quick. AM says present mindful thinking. Yes. Attentive with ease. I need to remember that. Yes. Marion says there's always plan B and C. Exactly. And I plan B and C. It's, yeah, I have a plan B and C. Calm. We got this. All right. It's all good. All is well in my world. And when it's not, I'll deal with it. Okay. So here's a side note. how does our environment, our personal organization, the order in our home, how does it help regulate the nervous system? It does. It reduces stress hormone levels, it lowers anxiety, it's calming the brain's response to overstimulation. Clutter acts as a visual distraction. It causes the brain to work harder, whereas an organized, tidy environment promotes a sense of safety, control, and mental clarity. Well, what's going to help you with that? Uko, it's coming soon. Hopefully, starting March 1st. If you took it before, I think I gave it like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, you can join in. If not, we'll be doing registration soon in the coming weeks. Keep your eyes and ears open for that. If you're not in my chat, the chat is right there, the WhatsApp chat. Please click the link and join. We would love to have you there. This community is wonderful. And you'll find out more information about the classes that we're offering and all that. The class is 30 days. Okay. CL says activation without escalation. This tip is an answer to my prayer. Thank you, Coach Karen. Beautifully explained. I'm glad you all enjoyed. I talked a lot tonight. I talked almost a full hour. It's 8:56. There was a lot to say, but it was such a good topic. So can we handle life? Can we handle the uncertainty of life? Oh, yeah. And we're going to stay calm. We're going to regulate. And all is good. All right. JD says, yeah, yes, we got this. All right. Love you all. Have a fantabulous evening, a wonderful week. I wanted to talk to you all about this winter and what we're doing while we're hibernating because it's cold outside. Even if you're in the South, baby, it's cold outside. North Carolina got like inches of snow and all that stuff. Anne-Marie said, good talk. Thank you. I wanted to do videos about it, but I've been so busy hibernating, I have not done any videos, not even like reels or shorts about what I'm doing to hibernate and different suggestions. And I thought I was going to have time today, but we're out of time. So maybe next week we could talk about, I'll leave some time so we could talk about what we're doing during the winter while we're hibernating. What are we doing with ourselves to live our best lives? We got hobbies. Are we connecting more with our friends and family? Marion says, good topic. Thank you. Leah gives me a heart. Thank you. So glad to have you all here. You're so good to me. You're so gracious and wonderful. Lily says, thank you. It's good to have you, Lily. And as compassionate and loving and kind as you all are to me, I hope you will also be with yourselves. Okay. Have a great week, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye now. Mwah. Big hugs. Be well. How do I turn off my camera? There I go. Bye.